Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series, and this is day 45 away from the CLAT exam. And through this series we are trying to create an accountability system for me and the viewers of the series, wherein I would be discussing the tasks which I am doing for the day, followed by the hours clocked in, then the high frequency vocabulary words, and the last and the most important part wherein I discuss the mistakes, learnings and strategies which I'm going to follow in the further days. So this is a 100 days ka series and this is day 45, and I also happen to have a small telegram channel. You guys can post in your queries over there. I am planning to launch something wherein we could be collaboratively doing the analysis of a particular mock. It would be helpful for you guys, so you guys can join that, comment something and I'll send it to you. So today's day was like not that great. I had a stiff neck. So I mean it is more of a excuse of a thing to say. Even though I have a stiff neck, 6 hours 15 minutes is not the amount of time which I should have clocked in. I should have clocked in more. But I had a bit of headache and a stiff neck, so I didn't really do that much. So I completed the CLAD Express July. That was a nice thing. 1 hour 30 minutes completed. Untitled revision, I sadly didn't do that. CLAD Express August, 2 hours 15 minutes. I did not do it completely. There is almost one fourth of the portion left. I have done a majority of that, but there's still some left. So I would do that as my first task of the day. CLAD post ka one liners October, didn't do that. GK test, didn't do that. Vocabulary too, I was really tired of doing that vocabulary ka thing, so I only happened to do it for 30 minutes. No news and no A on. सो न्यूज़ अभी तो पढ़ लूँगा, ए ऑन रहने देते हैं. न्यूज़ आई विल रीड इट नाउ. And then we had the LPT 57. Some of you commented कि LPT 57 was really hard, so I thought let's give it a shot and I will discuss it at the end how it went. I did not give the entire mock, just I'll discuss कितना दिया है क्या दिया है. Then class नहीं की because I did LPT 57. Quants भी LPT 57 का ही कर लिया. And I've clocked in 6:15. Initial target was 10:45. These are the high frequency vocabulary words. You guys can have a screenshot of it. थोड़ा सा LPT 57 के बारे में डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. So how was the mock? The mock was, I would say the mock had a lot of learnings to be made. The first and the most crucial of the learning, and this is arguably the best learning which I've made, is maximizing strategy is the key. So what maximizing the strategy means is, what we do generally is we keep a target कि इंग्लिश में मेरे को 19 मार्क लाने हैं, जीके में 20 लाने हैं, वैसा टारगेट्स. बट व्हाट अ बेटर स्ट्रैटेजी इज़ दैट कि आई हैव टू मैक्सिमाइज the maximum amount of marks which I could have gotten. Let's say if you are keeping a target of 27 in legal and you get 27 in legal, you might see on the prime FSI level ki it is a good score. But actually that legal was so easy you would have gotten 30 marks. So that is actually a bad score because you're scoring 3 marks less than that of your potential. So same thing follows for your other sections as well. So maximizing, having that mindset of maximizing the score is the mindset to have, because as you might be aware, logical reasoning was hard. Logical reasoning was very hard. I did 2 passages and I got plenty of questions wrong in that. But strikingly, the cons was very easy. Legal was fairly simple. So rather than spending more time on logical reasoning and wasting time over there, you could have gotten to the quants, completed it, 12 marks either la lete. And English was okay sa. You could have done English and come to logical reasoning at the end. So this is what my strategy is. I mean, these are the small tiny bit of decisions which you need to take during the mock, and you have to take these decisions, man. You just cannot stick to a perfect plan because things won't be that way in the final CLAT exam. Because I have given the CLAT and I did realize कि logical reasoning का, you might be aware कि कैसा था logical reasoning. So if I were to change my plan at that point of time, maybe I would have gotten into NALSA or something. But let us keep that aside. So maximizing is the strategy. So English ka, the poem was really nice. I mean, it was really difficult. The questions were also not that easy. That was a nice thing because it was something different. And English के 2 passages दिए and it wasn't that very out of the box. It was hard but not very out of the box. GK was fairly simple, legal was simple, logical was a bit difficult, quants was also easy. So quants my first question must be done very slowly. So what am generally doing right now is I'm just misreading the question. अब जैसे उधर 2014 एंड 2017 दिया था, सो आई थॉट कि 2014 टू 2017 का अरेंज देना है उधर. So that might have gotten me the question wrong because options didn't match. So I just rechecked that question and I realized. So what the learning is कि do the first question of quants really slowly. Legal का do static RSM. So static legal में I do not agree with those people who say there is no need of any extra knowledge, because I 100% believe कि there is a need of extra knowledge to be during solving that legal का section. Because extra knowledge से क्या होता है, it makes you easier to not get into the traps of legal reasoning का. So extra knowledge होना ज़रूरी है, I would say, and even applying extra knowledge is quite necessary. अब एक डिग्री ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज होता है कि दिस इज़ ज़ीरो एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज, दिस इज़ 100% एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज. यू हैव टू मेक अ स्ट्राइकिंग बैलेंस कि आप यहाँ पर कहाँ पर आ रहे हो 50% के अराउंड. सो दैट वुड come only by practicing or having that intention of making extra knowledge का thing. So static RSM से एक बार cover कर लूँगा because I was facing a bit of difficulty in the vicarious liability का thing and even in the what is that homicide का thing. So maybe I'll just cover the static part so that I rebrush my concepts. And giving sectional test without a name is useless. This is arguably a really nice of a learning, I would just say, because sectional test जब भी दे रहे हो, you give it primarily for 3 to 4 reasons. The first reason being for speed, second reason being just for the sake of giving, third reason being to improve the accuracy. But when you are clearly defining why you are giving it, then the outcome which you derive will be actually materialized. I mean, it won't be just कि आप दे रहे हो and you're not getting any benefit out of it. So for me at this point of time, my primary aim is this speed with a good amount of accuracy. ऐसा नहीं कि zero accuracy आ रही है, ठीक ठाक accuracy with speed. So from the next time, I would just keep this thing in mind and give as many as sections as possible. So I believe that is it. I hope today's day may I clock in that 10 hours, and I'll go to the library today. So bye.